what the situation on the ground really is. Let's begin with the biggest story of the day. The Prime Minister addressed the country today. He shared his thoughts with the people in his program Mann Ki Baat. In the 66th episode of the monthly radio program, the Prime Minister said that India has given a befitting reply to those who cast an evil eye on its territory in Ladakh, stating that its brave soldiers have shown that they will not allow the nation's pride to be hurt.
Sharing his thoughts with people in India and abroad during his monthly radio program, Mann Ki Baat, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, India is capable to protect its sovereignty and borders, paying tributes to soldiers who made supreme sacrifice in Ladakh recently. He said, a befitting reply has been given to those eyeing our territories.
लद्दाख में भारत की भूमि पर आंख उठाकर देखने वालों को करारा जवाब मिला है। भारत मित्रता निभाना जानता है तो आंख में आंख डालकर देखना और उचित जवाब देना भी जानता है। हमारे वीर सैनिकों ने दिखा दिया है कि वो कभी भी मां भारती के गौरव पर आंच नहीं आने देंगे।
Prime Minister also praised the families of martyred soldiers and said the spirit of families of martyrs is the strength of our country.
आपने देखा होगा जिनके बेटे शहीद हुए वो माता पिता अपने दूसरे बेटों को भी, घर के दूसरे बच्चों को भी सेना में भेजने की बात कर रहे हैं। बिहार के रहने वाले शहीद कुंदर कुमार के पिताजी के शब्द तो कानों में गूंज रहे हैं। वो कह रहे थे, अपने पोतों को भी देश की रक्षा के लिए सेना में भेजूंगा। यही हौसला हर शहीद के परिवार का है। वास्तव में इन परिजनों का त्याग पूजनीय है। भारत माता की रक्षा के जिस संकल्प से हमारे जवानों ने बलिदान दिया है, उसी संकल्प को हमें भी जीवन का ध्येय बनाना है, हर देशवासी को बनाना है। हमारा हर प्रयास इसी दिशा में होना चाहिए जिससे सीमाओं की रक्षा के लिए देश की ताकत बढ़े, देश और अधिक सक्षम बने, देश आत्मनिर्भर बने। यही हमारे शहीदों को सच्ची श्रद्धांजलि भी होगी।
Reiterating his call to go vocal for local, PM Modi has sought commitment and cooperation in building Atmanirbhar Bharat.
साथियों, कोई भी मिशन पीपल्स पार्टिसिपेशन, जन भागीदारी के बिना पूरा नहीं हो सकता, सफल नहीं हो सकता। इसलिए आत्मनिर्भर भारत की दिशा में एक नागरिक के तौर पर हम सबका संकल्प, समर्पण और सहयोग बहुत जरूरी है, अनिवार्य है। आप लोकल खरीदेंगे, लोकल के लिए वोकल होंगे तो समझिए आप देश को मजबूत करने में अपनी भूमिका निभा रहे हैं।
India's resolve is to protect self-respect and sovereignty, and the goal is self-reliant India. The tradition of India is trust and friendship, while spirit is fraternity. PM said, we will keep moving forwards with these ideals. Bureau Report, DD India.
And for more on that story, I'm joined by my colleague Abhishek Jha, who joins me from the national capital. Abhishek, the Prime Minister very clearly putting in no uncertain words that projecting India's strong resolve with regard to the military face-off and saying the country is capable of defending its borders.
Surely, Amrit, the way Prime Minister has come on radio and he has assured the countrymen that no single step will be left unturned when the matter comes to defending borders or defending sovereignty of this country. He has earlier also in all-party meeting he has said that India would never compromise on the sovereignty issue. In today's speech to the nation, he said that every martyr every soldier who was martyred at the border was defending India in his own way and in his all capacity. And this is the determination that every soldier in India has. And as long as this great determination, this bravery continues, Indian borders will remain safe from any outsiders, any invasion or any challenges. At the same time, Amrit, we also need to look to have a broader perspective of what PM Modi is saying at this juncture, because we have seen in the last 6 years a major focus of this government has been diplomacy and reaching out to the world. And Prime Minister has been spearheading this campaign of diplomacy and how to bring on board various world leaders and various countries, and to make them understand India's point of view, how India sees the geopolitical scenario, how India sees its old and traditional problems with its neighborhood. So there has been multiple briefings, there has been multiple meetings with various leaders in the world, and this is why India at this point of time, even at this point when we are seeing tense borders with China, India is still having a lot of support from global community. So this all comes with a lot of investment that Prime Minister Modi and his leadership has done in the past 6 years, and those fruits we are seeing right now when the world leaders, you talk about US, you talk about Israel, you talk about any P5 nation except China, they have been standing with India on various critical issues of India's interest. So this is what I think Prime Minister Modi is trying to convey to the countrymen, that all the steps will be taken to ensure the safety, sovereignty and the interest of India. Yeah.
Abhishek, the Prime Minister says, and I quote him, India knows how to be committed and conduct friendly relations, but also knows how to see in the eyes of anyone who challenges its sovereignty, unquote. Now, at a time when the militaries are talking to each other, the PLA is talking to the Indian Army at the Corps Commander level, at the Div Commanders level, the diplomats are talking to each other, what is the message that the Prime Minister is trying to send across to China here? That is he trying to say that let's resolve this, de-escalate in a friendly manner, or we know how to be tough? Is this how you read his statement today?
Actually, Amrit, I think this whole scenario that has unfolded in the recent, last 2-3 weeks at the border in Ladakh, it's quite interesting, because we have seen that India has not stopped or not shied away from any engagement, be it political, be it diplomatic, or be it at the military levels. At the same time, India did not shy away from giving those standard or strong befitting reply that Prime Minister has said to the Chinese soldiers who try to invade. So at the same time, when India is trying to talk out the issue and sort it out through diplomatic and military dialogues, it is not shying away from using force or letting its soldiers use force when their safety is to ensure their own safety. So I think at various levels, Prime Minister, his leadership, and our military command, they are trying to sort it out, the issues, the tension which is kind of unprecedented. It has not happened in the decades that there has been any casualty at the border with China. But at the same time, they are never going to, they are going to make it a point for the other country to understand that this time India is a different India. It's not going to compromise. It's not going to bend down, and it will ensure that its interests are secured. Nobody comes and talks and
violates the territorial integrity.
Now India is in a very strong condition, and it can dictate its own terms and its interests and safeguard its own interests.
All right. Due to paucity of time, Abhishek, I'll have to leave it there. Many thanks for joining us. Appreciate that. And Prime Minister spoke on a range of issues, including Unlock 1 and country's progress in the fight against COVID-19 pandemic. Let's listen to the Prime Minister.
Sharing his thoughts with countrymen, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, India has come out of lockdown phase and it is now in the phase of unlock. He said many things that were kept locked for decades are now getting unlocked during this unlock phase. He said unlock period has opened new avenues of development in various sectors.
साथियों, अनलॉक के दौर में बहुत सी ऐसी चीजें भी अनलॉक हो रही हैं जिनमें भारत दशकों से बंधा हुआ था। वर्षों से हमारा माइनिंग सेक्टर लॉकडाउन में था। कॉमर्शियल ऑक्शन को मंजूरी देने के एक निर्णय ने स्थिति को पूरी तरह से बदल दिया है। कुछ ही दिन पहले स्पेस सेक्टर में ऐतिहासिक सुधार किए गए। उन सुधारों के जरिए वर्षों से लॉकडाउन में जकड़े इस सेक्टर को आजादी मिली। इससे आत्मनिर्भर भारत के अभियान को न केवल गति मिलेगी बल्कि देश टेक्नोलॉजी में भी एडवांस बनेगा। अपने कृषि क्षेत्र को देखें तो इस सेक्टर में भी बहुत सारी चीजें दशकों से लॉकडाउन में फंसी थी, इस सेक्टर को भी अब अनलॉक कर दिया गया है। इससे जहां एक तरफ किसानों को अपनी फसल कहीं पर भी किसी को भी बेचने की आजादी मिली है, वहीं दूसरी तरफ उन्हें अधिक ऋण मिलना भी सुनिश्चित हुआ है। ऐसे अनेक क्षेत्र हैं जहां हमारा देश इन सब संकटों के बीच ऐतिहासिक निर्णय लेकर विकास के नए रास्ते खोल रहा है।
Prime Minister also spoke about the rising demand of spices like ginger and turmeric increased across the world. Prime Minister Modi said all these immunity booster products belong to India and we should help people to understand the qualities of these products.
कोरोना वायरस ने निश्चित रूप से हमारे जीवन जीने के तरीकों में बदलाव ला दिया है। मैं लंदन से प्रकाशित फाइनेंशियल टाइम्स में एक बहुत ही दिलचस्प लेख पढ़ रहा था। इसमें लिखा था कि कोरोना काल के दौरान अदरक, हल्दी समेत दूसरे मसालों की मांग एशिया के अलावा अमेरिका तक में भी बढ़ गई है। पूरी दुनिया का ध्यान इस समय अपनी इम्यूनिटी बढ़ाने पर है और इम्यूनिटी बढ़ाने वाली इन चीजों का संबंध हमारे देश से है। हमें इनकी खासियत विश्व के लोगों को ऐसी सहज और सरल भाषा में बतानी चाहिए जिससे वे आसानी से समझ सकें और हम एक हेल्थियर प्लेनेट बनाने में अपना योगदान दे सकें।
PM also spoke on the importance of Ayurveda, especially during monsoon season.
मॉनसून के सीजन में कई बीमारियां भी आती हैं। कोरोना काल में हमें इनसे भी बचकर रहना है। आयुर्वेदिक औषधियां, काढ़ा, गर्म पानी, इन सब का इस्तेमाल करते रहिए, स्वस्थ रहिए।
PM appealed to everyone to protect nature and environment. He asked everyone to make and worship eco-friendly Ganesh idols on the occasion of Ganesh Chaturthi.
बारिश के मौसम में प्रकृति भी जैसे खुद को रिजुवेनेट कर लेती है, मानव प्राकृतिक संसाधनों का जितना दोहन करता है, प्रकृति एक तरह से बारिश के समय उनकी भरपाई करती है, रिफिलिंग करती है। लेकिन ये रिफिलिंग तभी हो सकती है जब हम भी इसमें अपनी धरती माँ का साथ दें, अपना दायित्व निभाएं। हमारे द्वारा किया गया थोड़ा सा प्रयास प्रकृति को, पर्यावरण को बहुत मदद करता है।
Prime Minister Modi said this time of crisis has also given an opportunity to remember the forgotten games that we used to play in our childhood. He asked elders to share their childhood stories and traditional games with children so that these games can be passed on to the new generation. Bureau Report, DD India.
So the Prime Minister has spoken a range of issues talking about Unlock 1, but I have with me my colleague Arun Sharma joining me. Arun, the Prime Minister very importantly and interestingly talked about a different kind of unlock. He said that his government has unlocked various sectors from space to mining to agriculture, and he also talked about Jan Bhagidari, people's involvement in making the country self-reliant or Atmanirbhar.
That's right, Amrit, and let me divide this question into two parts. Now, as far as unlock is concerned, as we talk about Atmanirbhar Bharat, it is very much important to unlock various sectors for the private players and for other players so that more and more investment can be attracted in those sectors. Number one is the space sector. Now, space was the strategic, considered a strategic sector. Now, government has opened door of the private players in the space sector as well. But importantly, when we talk about the coal and mining sector, look at this way, Amrit, that India has a reserve. I mean, as far as reserves are concerned, India is the third largest country as far as the coal reserves are concerned. Despite that, we were importing coal from other countries. The countries like Australia, South Africa, USA, Russia, these are the countries, they are very much competitive as far as coal is concerned. So now, what government is done, there won't be any kind of monopoly as far as the Coal India or the government organization is concerned. So now private player can also start, mining as far as the coal is concerned. Third important part is agriculture. That's an important subset of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Till now, the farmers of our country were restricted to sell their produce to some person, limited person of the same district, or what we call is an Aratiya. Now, the farmers can sell their produce in any of the states in our country. They can even sell their produce even before they start sowing. And they can do tie-ups with various corporate bigs, and they can go ahead with that. So in this context, Prime Minister clearly said that yes, unlock has been done. This will give a major push to the Atmanirbhar Bharat. Second important part, to the second part of the question, Amrit, he clearly said that public participation is of great importance. I was going through some of the e-commerce website, Amrit, but now people before buying are actually asking in the query section that whether this product is Chinese, Korean, Japanese, American, or whether it is Indian product. Government has recently made it very clear that on the GEM platform of government, it is mandatory for the players to tell that which country this product belongs to, what is the component of foreign countries as far as this product is concerned. So it is because of public participation, Atmanirbhar Bharat has actually become successful when we talk about today.
Absolutely. So the vocal for local has to come from the people. The government cannot impose it. And if Atmanirbhar Bharat needs to become a substantial reality, a powerful reality, it's through people's participation. Arun, I have paucity of time. I'll let you go. Many thanks for joining us. And Union Home Minister Amit Shah candidly spoke on the present challenges faced by the country in an interview given to a news agency. Amit Shah said that the country under PM Modi's leadership will win the battle against Corona and China. Amit Shah assured the people of Delhi that PM himself is concerned about them.
मैं एक बात स्पष्ट कर दूं, दोनों जंग हम जीतेंगे और जनता को आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूं कि मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में दोनों जंग जीतेंगे। देश का प्रधानमंत्री आपकी हर चीज की चिंता कर रहा है, पल पल की जानकारी उनको मिल रही है, वो सामने से भी इसकी परीक्षा कर रहे हैं। इसलिए कृपया पैनिक में मत आइए और प्रधानमंत्री जी के बहुत स्पष्ट निर्देश हैं कि दिल्ली को इस संकट से बाहर निकालना है।
Amit Shah hit out the Congress leader Rahul Gandhi and said that Congress needs to think how their leaders' comments are being used by China and Pakistan.
कोरोना के खिलाफ भारत सरकार ढंग से लड़ी है। मैं राहुल जी को एडवाइस नहीं दे सकता, उनको एडवाइस देने का काम उनकी पार्टी के नेताओं का है। और मैंने पहले भी कई इंटरव्यू में कहा कि कुछ वक्रदृष्टा लोग होते हैं, उनको सीधी बात भी वक्र दिखाई पड़ती है। जहां तक कोरोना की लड़ाई का सवाल है, भारत सरकार ने ये लड़ाई ढंग से लड़ी है और विश्व के परिप्रेक्ष्य में कोरोना को देखेंगे तो हमारे आंकड़े बहुत अच्छे हैं, बहुत अच्छे विश्व के परिप्रेक्ष्य के अंदर।
Home Minister Amit Shah also spoke about the corona situation in Delhi and rejected any situation of community transmission in the national capital.
मैंने इसकी 3 सबसे सीनियर अफसरों से बात करी है, डॉक्टर पॉल, ICMR के अध्यक्ष डॉक्टर भार्गव और डॉक्टर गुटेरिया से। अभी ये स्थिति दिल्ली में नहीं आई है। ऐसी स्थिति इसलिए दिखाई देती थी क्योंकि करे हुए टेस्टों में 30% पॉजिटिव आते थे, मगर वो इसलिए आते थे कि आप अंतिम समय में ही टेस्ट में ले जाते थे। अब जब हम 20,000 टेस्ट करने लगे तो ये स्थिति नहीं है। आज दिल्ली में ऐसी स्थिति नहीं है, घबराने की जरूरत नहीं है।
Amit Shah also said that the situation in Delhi will improve with the increase in testing, tracing and improvement in treatment facilities.
दिल्ली के उप मुख्यमंत्री मनीष सिसोदिया का एक बयान आया। सिसोदिया जी ने बताया कि भाई 31 जुलाई को दिल्ली में 5.5 लाख तक कोरोना के संक्रमित हो जाएंगे, न जगह बचेगी न बेड बचेंगे और एक प्रकार से स्थिति खराब होगी। इससे दिल्ली की जनता में बहुत सारा भय हुआ, कई लोग पलायन की भी सोचने लगे। मैंने मीटिंग बुलाई, इसमें दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री जी भी आए, उप मुख्यमंत्री जी भी आए, भारत सरकार के स्वास्थ्य मंत्री भी थे, ये तीनों डॉक्टर भी थे और बाद में MCD के मेयरों के साथ भी मीटिंग की। इसमें हमने बहुत सारे निर्णय लिए और आज मैं कह सकता हूं विश्वास के साथ कि 5.5 लाख वाली स्थिति 31 जुलाई तक नहीं आई।
And a complete lockdown will be enforced in Guwahati from 7 p.m. for 14 days. State government has issued instructions to be followed during the lockdown. The government has stated that for 14 days, lockdown will be implemented very, very strictly in view of the COVID-19 pandemic. Meanwhile, a huge rush of people at marketplaces in Guwahati was witnessed before complete lockdown is imposed in the entire Kamrup metropolitan district from midnight. And in Assam, the flood situation remains critical in the state as most of the major rivers are in spate. Official sources in Guwahati said that 5,65,000 people are affected due to floods in 21 districts. Road communication is badly disrupted at many places. Surging water also damaged. 56,000 hectares of crop area has been damaged. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Sarbanand Sonowal has said that instruction has been given to district administrations to help the flood-affected people. Sonowal said that the government is monitoring the situation round the clock. And for more on that story, I'm joined by my colleague Mridu Smita, who joins us from Guwahati. Mridu Smita, give us first a sense of Guwahati. Have people finished their buying, because it's just a few minutes left for the curfew to come into place, and for next 14 days they need to be inside. It's a complete lockdown which the government wishes to impose very, very strictly.
Yes, Amrit, since from 7 o'clock the curfew will start. In fact, the complete lockdown that is imposed here in Guwahati, especially because the number of cases in the last 1 week have seen a rapid rise of the positive coronavirus cases. And as announced by Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, the Health Minister of Assam, on Friday, that this lockdown will be a very strict one, and people have to follow this lockdown in a very responsible manner. And since for the 7 days at least, every shop will be closed, only the pharmacies and the hospitals will remain open, and the emergency services will be only provided. They will be allowed to go to their jobs and do the needful. And in fact, the police have also given any people who might be traveling from other districts to Guwahati, or they might be also coming from going to other places. Only people who are carrying a ticket for flight or the railways, they can only travel for that reason during this lockdown.
Madhu Smita, we'll have to stop it there. You go home now. Take care of yourself. The lockdown is going to come into effect in a few minutes for now. Many thanks for joining us. Well, that's it in the Reporters Chat for now. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.